Hey everyone, I'm Chris with MMOHuts.com, and today we're going to be taking a look at some of our closed alpha footage of Hunt Showdown, a competitive PvP bounty hunting game from Crytek. If you haven't heard about Hunt Showdown yet, basically you and your friend, or just yourself if you choose to go solo, are bounty hunting for dangerous monsters. Your goal is to find the bounty, kill it, banish it back to hell, then collect your token and extract out of the map. I've been playing a lot since we got our hands on some closed alpha keys, so we figured we would share some gameplay with you to show you what it's like. If you die in this game, your hunter is gone forever, so first things first, I need to recruit a new hunter since I lost mine in my last match. So now that I completed a match before this and lost my hunter, I have the option of getting a new pool of recruits, so I choose to do that. And I'm looking for somebody that has some high firepower, probably a shotgun in their kit somewhere, because I'm planning on fighting the Butcher, and the Butcher is very weak against shotguns in particular. Plus, I've found it a lot easier to aim with shotguns in this as opposed to the rifles. And after just a little bit of contemplation here, I decided to go with Jesse Baker, and I'm going to be playing as a solo player. So just before other players join in, I like to tab out really quick and look at the map to see where I am and to see where the extraction points are located. Those extraction points can change every match. And once everybody's joined in, we are ready to go. Now when the screen goes dark like that, I am actually using a specific key to do that, and that tells me based on the blue glow where clues might be located that are going to help me narrow down where the boss is actually at. And after getting my first clue right there, I am lucky enough to be able to get all 3 clues from it because I'm already in the boss area. So now I'm very much ahead of all of the other players in the match, and I really have 2 choices at this point. I can either run into the boss room and attempt to drop the boss before any players even have the chance to find this place, or I can stake this place out for a little while and wait to see if other players do eventually find it and survive to get there, and I can pick them off as they're coming in. Generally, I've found the best strategy, at least for my own personal skill set, is to wait it out and pick off players as they come in, because it can make it very hard to extract the bounty token out of the boss location when you have tons of people hiding outside just waiting for you and ready to pick you off. So trying to wait for about half of the match's worth of players and picking them off as they come in really does kind of help you out in the long run. So right now I'm just kind of going through the boss location, getting a feel for all of the areas around it so I know where I can go to hide if I need to. I also really want to get into the boss location because that will give me the boss's health bar, and even if I'm not near the boss, I will know if somebody starts to attack it, so that's kind of another way you can let yourself know of other players' locations. I really want to get up above the boss area like I am right now, and just sort of find a good vantage point where I can stake out other players from, since I don't know this area very well yet. This spot actually does look pretty good to me because I have a lot of view distance, and I'll really be able to see anybody coming through this swamp area. After just a little bit of waiting, I decide to go downstairs and start damaging the boss, just to get its health a little bit lower right now. I'm not really worried about other players dropping the boss without me knowing since I already have its health bar, And there tends to be this sort of dead zone between when players from one half of the map and the other half of the map get to the boss location. And I could really capitalize on that time frame by dropping the boss and starting the banishment process while I wait for more players to come in. I'm very surprised that that guy didn't start swinging at me when he ran up to me. There was actually a moment where he just stood there, so I lucked out with the reload there and didn't take an extra hit. The bosses don't normally like to get too far out of their building that they're in, but this guy seemed to like to go just a little bit further than I would anticipate each time and get some hits in on me. And right there, a bullet whizzes past my head. I have no idea where it's coming from, so I decide to take some cover in the houses that are nearby, and also hopefully pick up a first aid kit somewhere if I can find one, because I don't want to engage other players when I have so little health. Luckily, there was a first aid kit right in this house. And now the game begins. Audio is definitely your friend in this game. You want to be listening for where player shots are coming from, where birds are getting scared away from, pretty much any noise that doesn't sound like a standard natural noise out of the environment. And right here I catch sight of a guy outside of this window. So I'm going to watch him and see where he and his partner go. Because I've already scouted out this area ahead of time when I first came into it, I kind of already have a sense of which way they're going to go and what way they're going to come from, so I can get ahead of them and position myself accordingly to take them out. By the sounds of it, he ran into a zombie when he walked into that room, so I know I can sprint ahead just a little bit and he won't be able to hear my footsteps over the action happening. And this looks like a pretty good spot to wait for him because I have a lot of cover between these barrels and the wooden corner of the house and that tattered cloth hanging there. I get one, but I know his partner's still there, and I'm able to pick off the partner as well. Now, once again, the decision is pretty much, do I want to wait for more players to come in or start laying more damage on the boss? I decide to give the area one more quick scan before I go engage the boss again, and I see there's more players coming in yet again. So I have to bail out from the boss area, go hide in the houses here, and try to pick these players off. I'm not feeling confident that there's another first aid kit in the nearby vicinity because I already picked up that one from the house to my right. So I know, basically, I have to hold down this house right here and use these little bars to my advantage to peek through. I can see that the players are coming this way, and I can even hear their footsteps as they get close. So it's mostly about me outmaneuvering them at the moment. Right there, I'm able to drop one player. His partner is still there somewhere. I don't quite kill him with one shotgun shot, so I have to go engage him with my pistol. And I just barely escape him there with just a minuscule amount of health from his rifle shot. Thankfully, it wasn't quite enough to drop me. Once again, I'm on the hunt for another first aid kit. I want to get my health back up because there could be more players coming in still. Also, as you saw before, when the boss hits me, he takes down a large chunk of my health, so he could potentially kill me in one hit if I have one little slip-up. And I definitely don't want that to be what ends me after all of the effort I've put into this match. Thankfully, I'm able to find another first aid kit in the top of this barn, so now I can go back to the boss location and decide whether to engage it some more or wait for other players. I've cleared out enough players by now that I'm pretty confident I'm in that sort of delayed zone between players coming here from other locations and the ones in the immediate area, so I decide to drop the boss. Unfortunately, the lamp explodes just as I turn the corner and catches me on fire. But that's not a big deal, I can stop the burning. I have to wait for the fire on the ground to go away before I can enter the building again. That will catch me on fire if I step on it. Now that the boss is down, I can start banishing it and prepare to hold this place down, because once you start banishing a boss, it shows up on everybody's map where the location of the boss is, so other players will be on their way and ready to duke it out for some of these bounty tokens. Right there, you can see the map sort of burning a hole into itself where the banishment is happening. I'm really just trying to stay as quiet and out of sight as possible, so I can try to determine where other players are going to be coming in from. And unfortunately, somebody finds me. I do not know where they're at, but I know they had some sort of line of sight on the window. After seeing that dynamite stick get chucked in the window, though, I know they're right below me, so they're going to be getting ready to assault me. I actually see somebody pass by the door through the boards on it, but I don't shoot because I'm not sure I'll have enough damage to actually drop them if I get the hit on them. Now that I'm getting hit with Molotovs, I'm fairly certain that there's 2 people involved in this assault, not just the one that I saw go by the door, based on where those Molotovs came down. Now that I have sight on this guy, I'm going to jump down and engage him head on. And right there's his partner that I figured was with him. I'm able to drop the first player here, so I start reloading to get ready to engage the second player. I don't notice him peeking out right around the corner here, and he's able to drop me. That is the end of the match. My character is officially gone now, but that's part of the fun of the game, is you don't know whether you're going to come out of every match with your character or not. Even so, the game is an absolute blast, and I'm looking forward to playing more of it in the future. Let us know what you think about Hunt Showdown in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, and check out MMOHuts.com for more gaming news and reviews.